We are recording.
I'm going to mute everyone. So, Kiana, you'll just have to unmute yourself again. Okay, let me get my thing out here. So, since everything's been freaking crazy, this leadership meeting is probably going to be one of the most important ones we've had because we all need to be on the same page. Like, we all got to be together on everything. So, this is going to be the biggest thing that's going to keep our newbies going, is if we know what we're doing and we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. So, I guess we'll start with leading from the front. So I feel like this is basically, besides like Erica that she hadn't been in before or whatever, but for everyone else, I feel like it's like a second chance. So this is a second chance for you to start all over. This momentum's here. We just signed 1 million freaking people. So this is your second chance to actually be the leader that you're supposed to be. To stop saying, oh, well, sorry, I was slacking, or I'm going to get it together, and then in 2 more weeks you say I'm going to get it together, and then 2 more weeks go by, and then you say I'm going to get it together again. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is the time that we actually have to stick to it. And I'm not saying you can't have bad days or, bad weeks or whatever, but you still got to do your job. Like, now you have a full team watching you. All these new people are going to do what you're going to do. So if you're slacking and you're not posting and you're not doing this and you're not doing that, they're going to do the same thing. So, like I was saying, I just feel like it was a restart button and a second chance for everyone to just really, like, step it up, and it's time. Like, I feel like, whatever you believe in, whether it's God or the universe or whatever, I feel like everyone, he sent this special, gave us all this chance to really just do what we have to do. I mean, I've been sitting here, like, I've been working super hard, and I was out of my funk and everything else, and I just feel like I just kept looking at my triple chart or whatever, and I was still so far away, and I was like, this just, I was discouraged. I just didn't feel like this was going to happen. And then this happens, and now I'm boxed in for presidential. So the fire that you have for being boxed in for diamond and double or emerald or whatever you're boxed in for, unless you get these customers. So you have to get these customers and make this happen. The next thing is layered leadership. So not only do you have to be doing what you're supposed to be doing every day when it comes to posting and messaging, and like I said, anything that you want everyone else doing, you have to be doing these things, but now you have to be a leader. Like, you have to actually, check in with your people. If you don't have a group chat, you need to get that up and going. Erica, I know Melissa's got one. I know everyone, most of you all have one. You just have to, just get in there and post stuff. It doesn't matter if 2 people respond to you or nobody responds. They just read it. They see it. Kiana's had her group message forever. And a lot of people don't say anything in it, but they're always watching. They're always watching the announcements. They're there. You got something to say?
How often should we be checking in with them? Because I feel like I bug my people because I talk to them, like, every day.
At this point, it needs to be every day. And, it don't have to be like 5 times a day, but you at least need to go in there and post encouraging, post a video, do something every day. Because like I said, they may not respond, but they're watching. And they may still go do what you posted.
Okay.
Like today, I hadn't had anybody, like, my newbie group's been super quiet. And then today I posted something like a Sunday task. And it was like, post inspirational quote, post a Bible verse, whatever. Just stuff like that. I was like, it's family, to your family. And like, some were Sunday post. So, and that's some of them, that was the first post that they've made so far. It's just really, I think what it's going to come down to is telling these people exactly what they need to do for now. I'm not saying send them 15 posts a day, but at least tell them, go find a product, post and post it. Because these people just don't know what they're doing. I mean, they're new to all of this, and we got to understand that. No, I don't want to hold people's hands. No, I don't want to chase people, but I feel like if we at least post like a task or something a day, then that might work. Another thing is, with that, make sure everyone's in your group chat. I know that when I signed some distributors, and this may relate to Kiana or whoever, but I know I signed distributors and I placed them all over the place. So I need to make sure that they're, like Erica, I know we made sure my people were in your group. But, if I place people under Kaylee, I need to make sure they're in your group, stuff like that. So I need to go through and do that. Making sure that everyone that wanted to work the business is in the groups. So your group chat, the team group, Team Inspire posts, making sure that everyone's in there, make sure they got their newbie packet, make sure they've done their training. All of this is the most important thing for this week, because we want their customers this week. Like Kiana on the Q&A that she just did, she told them, like, no, your goal is not 4 customers in 30 days. Your goal is 4 customers in 72 hours, like this week. And I mean, that's just what we got to keep expressing to them. And, you know, with you all, you can do like a contest or a giveaway or something like that, where you just give away, like, buy somebody a planner. You can get a $10 planner. So say whoever gets their 4 customers this week, I'll buy you a planner. We're going to do some kind of contest. We just haven't figured it out completely. But, you know, now that you have your own little teams, you can do little things like, I'll give a free wrap to whoever that is 4 customers this week, or, you know, anything. Just get creative, because these people are brand new. They don't have products. If you have any extra products sitting around, like Haley, dude, I remember when she filled her, was it your Emerald maybe? She for real had like 50 fat fighters. Like it was it was like 20 fat fighters for real though. And she was like, I'm just gonna start doing giveaways. If you have any extra products, anything, do that. Have these people schedule their launch parties, whether it's online or in person. We need to do that. Like anything that we can do to get these people started out right, encouraged, you know, just having confidence in themselves. And this is another thing, like, we're going to believe in them more than they believe in themselves right now. They're not going to believe in themselves right now. We just have to show them that they can do whatever they can do. So we're going to have to constantly pour into them. You got anything to add? Make sure okay, I already said that. Newbies have the newbie packets. They're in the groups. They're done training. So one thing that I might get Kiana posted in the group, I still have to do this too, but she sent individual texts to all her distributors and said, you know, girl, making sure that we're texting or messaging or whatever in with these people, every single one of them individually.
Real quick, can you,
yeah.
Okay. You know, if you have an iPhone, I don't know how my group being off. That way you can actually send mass text messages out. So if your group messaging is off on your iPhone, then you can actually like type in, like, I put DT and then their name in my phone. And then I'll just go down my list of new distributors that I have written down, and Chris said DT Ashley. It'll send it as a mass text message individually to them. And then when they respond, it's individually back to me. So now every day I can just send out, like once a day, I can send something out and it goes to all of them individually without having to go through their individual text messages. So like yesterday I sent out a thing saying that with the Zoom link saying we're having a newbie Zoom at 9 o'clock, I sent that out to everybody in like a mass text message. Then I told them something about like the Team Inspire post group. And then I said it again today. I sent another message out today that was like, I'm doing a live Q&A at 7 o'clock today. And then we're having the corporate call at 10 o'clock today with like the phone number and everything on it. So like, it's so much easier. Like I have where I have so many newbies, I have like 2 different messages on my phone and I can just type in it and it's going to send it to everybody. So that really helps being able to like text them one-on-one, or they think I'm texting them one-on-one, but really I'm sending like a mass text message out, if that makes sense. You just have to have group messaging turned off on your phone.
Yeah. So that's going to be the biggest thing. You got to show these people that you care and that you're there. I know it's a lot of work because like I said, we're doing our own thing. We're working our own dang business. We got to focus on our own business. Don't focus on, this is the biggest thing that I can say, the biggest tip. Do not focus on what all your people are doing. Yeah, you need to check in with them. Make sure that they're doing the right thing. But don't sit back and say, oh, well, they'll all get their customers. I don't have to do anything. Just like Kiana, she knows that she's got to out-enroll everybody on the team. That's just her goal every month. That's got to be your goal. You have to outrun everyone on your team. You have to do double the work. And the thing is, like, if you signed all these customers and you start moving them to the people for their fast starts, start texting them. Like if it was Kiana. Hey, Kiana, I just gave you your first customer, or I'm about to give you your first customer. Can you get another one and match me? hey, I'm about to move a distributor underneath you. Can you get another one and match me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to make these things like, you're not going to do everything for them, but you are there for them. So these people got to know that you're here, you're ready to run, you're ready to help them with whatever, but they also need to know that they got to learn to do it themselves too. I got the hiccups. So game plans, one-on-ones, customers, and volume. We can't sit around on this. All these people are brand new. The most work they're going to do is probably in their first 1 or 2 months. You got to think that some people, if they're not successful in their first couple weeks, first couple months, they're going to quit. They're going to think, why should I do this? So you have to build this relationship with them. You don't have to be their best friends. I mean, you can, that's great too, but you have to build a relationship with them to where that you're training them and they're working and they're going to want to stay because they're hype and they're pumped up and they feel like they know what they're doing. They know they have a leader that has their back. So there's never a better time to push for your promotions than right now. I know a lot of you all stacked your promotions. So there's no reason that if you're helping all these people get their customers that you won't promote this month. Most of you all are box and diamond. So I don't even want to see no executive ruby emeralds coming from y'all. I want y'all freaking diamond this month. There's for real no reason to go diamond. If you're stuck on day second, just start third, and you were constantly doing a track for you doing whatever you got to do. Emerald, 4 executives, 400 club people, like all of these people underneath you are promoting. They're all getting, their customers, they're getting whatever. They're getting a bigger paycheck. So that's the way that you need to look at it. It's not just your paycheck, but it's theirs too. You all got to be running together. There's no reason that you all can't promote this month. Do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, I just seen where Melissa is on, and I don't know if she's able to talk or not, but she's like the queen of having newbies who are runners because she builds relationships with them. And like one of my new girls, she for real texted me and was like, do you want a husband? Like you could just have mine because he's getting on my nerves. Like we're already building that relationship. You know what I mean? Like that she's comfortable with me and stuff like that. And then Melissa, she's already done like 1 or 2 newbie Zooms with just her team. So she's taken the initiative, and I know a couple of her people have already gotten customers. They're pumped, they're running, they're talking about in her group chat that they're super excited and stuff like that because she is showing them who she is and she's building relationships with them, like in the chat, in the Zooms, and like in text messages, and she's doing one-on-ones. She'll pick up the phone and answer the phone for one of her newbies like as soon as they call. She don't even schedule an appointment with them half the time. If they call, she answers. Like that's it. You know what I mean? And she's like building that relationship and being on call for them pretty much whenever they have questions. And that's why they're running. And that's what happened in March when she signed up all those people. And now she's got like Jennifer, I think, Boxton, who joined in March, like Boxton Diamond or something now. So or Emerald or something. I don't know. But that's how she got that too. Like that's how she gets these runners, is that she really puts the time in with them and stuff. So Melissa, I don't know if you want to add to that.
I mean, I'm kind of like, I do check in with them as far like, I don't mean to like sound rude or nothing, but I've been like very, very positive on like this whole thing. Like I counted it up, and so I signed like 37 distributors. I've not talked to all, like they're not all 37 getting back with me, but y'all got to chill out in the group. Like stop venting. Like I got to just turn around and be like, no, my team is running. And you know what? My team is running. So anytime I hear anybody like, my team ain't doing this, no, my team is running. Like I said, all 37 are not getting with me, but because I have so many that are, I'm not focused on that. I have, like I said, I've done, or like she said, I've done one-on-ones. I'm doing training tonight, like at 9, right before the call. And I've like asked them what they want to like go over, and they're wanting to know more about like the individual products so they can talk to people. So we're going to do that. I want to, I don't know her name, but Kiana had told me about some girl. She kind of started from the jump, like on the first of every month. she was finding out what everyone's
People
goals was
use-
and treating it like, no, this is a business. Like, what's your goal? Like, I need to know because that factors in with my business. You ain't got to say it like that, but just what's your goal for this month? You know, like, be serious. Like, okay, is it $300? All right, we need to get you that $300. If you ain't got $300, we need to keep working. So, like, that's what I'm going over tonight. Is like, I told him, like, I just kind of, you know, like, no, it's not mandatory. I've told all of them, like, there's lots of notifications going on. Don't let that, you know, get annoying. If you feel like, you know, you're at work or something, you need to turn it off, that's fine. I just want you to be able to check. I was like, if you need to do more one-on-ones, that's fine. Like she said, I have a few people that, like, they call me and, like, it was awkward before this talking on the phone. But, like, I have kind of gotten over that. And then they just, like, anytime they call, like, I answer because they might have somebody, you know how it is whenever you're new and you have somebody want to order on your website right now and you're like, oh, shit, like, wait, how do they get their loyal customer price? Like, do I got to do something different and nobody's answering you? You're like, damn, I could have had a customer, but she didn't answer her phone. And, like, y'all know how it is. Like, if somebody, even with us being new, or, like, not new, if our husband, boyfriend, hold up, no, I got to answer this right now. If I don't, they might not order. I can't let this drop. Be like that. Like, I don't have hours. Now, if somebody texts you at 2 o'clock in the morning on some beat, girl, you got to wait. You got to wait. But, like, business, call me, whatever. If I'm in a car and I see, oh, let me answer this, turn the radio off. My kids are walking in the house. I'm staying outside. Be like that for your team, like how you are with your friends. If your friend needs to vent, you're going to pick up the phone. So it's kind of the same thing. If anyone's telling me something negative, my whole thing that I'm going to start is like how we were doing before. If they're like, well, nobody's liking my pictures. No, don't tell me that. Let's go with, I need to get my internship, okay? Well, we're going to up. I haven't got any customers. I'm not talking to enough people, okay? Let's see, how do we need to talk to more people? That's what I'm going to, anything, like, if you're coming to me like that, you need to go ahead and switch it around before you know how, like, if your mama was, unless you're going to go out there and wash it, okay, don't come and say something to me unless you're going to do something about it. So don't be discouraged about if you have 10 people who signed up and they're not doing anything. Focus on those 5 who are running and need your help. And then reach out to the other ones and see, you know, hey, girl, how's it going? I just want to check in with you. What do you need? If they don't get back to you, that's them. They don't need this. They don't want this. That's fine to you. So that's really all that I
one. And Ambassador Diamonds don't.
Well, I do like what you were saying. Like, I have the mass text and I do it like that so that they get back one-on-one.
Yeah, that's where I got that from, because she sends like the mass text out that way. And we don't, that's the thing that I see people kind of messing up with, is they're blowing their team up. And like, you do not have to blow them up. All you have to do is text them like once in the morning and once in the evening with like an update. Like in the morning, like, hey, I'm just seeing how it's coming with your 4 customers, and send it as a mass text. And then in the evening, be like, hey, we're doing a Zoom at such and such time. Here's the link. And then like the next day, be like, hey, I'm free all day for one-on-ones. If you want to call me, what's a good time? Send it as a mass text. And that way, you know, like, you don't have to go in there and be like, just giving them all the information. If you have information to give them, host a Zoom or tell us, so the next time we do a newbie Zoom, we can cover that. Like Melissa said, her girls are wanting information on the product. So tonight, she knows to get on there and talk about goals, and then talk about the most like popular selling products and how much they are, what they do, that they need to order them and get on the products themselves and stuff like that, where to find pictures and all of that. So just figure out like what everybody needs and try to juggle like the group stuff and the one-on-one stuff, because you can't do one without the other. Like, you can work one-on-one without like groups, but I mean, I think it's better to be in the group and then still also doing one-on-one stuff with people.
Because some people have gotten out of the groups, or they don't want to be in with that, or they might have a question that they feel like they just want to ask you. And another thing that I'm finding out with my team is where we did jump in with getting distributors, and that's not normally how we start. We normally start with customers. They're not understanding exactly what the loyal customer program is, especially with this other deal that they have going on where people can still start to be a distributor for the same price they can the wraps. So that's another thing that I'm going to go over, because I feel like I'm having a lot of questions about how do they get my discount? What do they do to get my discount? Do they have to do something different? So yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing tonight. I'm going to start real quickly. People want to have friendships, and I have a lot of people talk about that's why they join this business. So I'm going to kind of have them introduce themselves. What are their goals? If they want to message it to me individually, they can, so I can save it and like get right back to them. Like if they're slacking or if they need, hey, you told me you were doing it for this. Like, did that change? Well, then stop with all the BS. Let's get to it. Like, forget all the negativity.
Did you win the lottery yesterday? If not, I'm going
to say Kiana always says, "Did you win the lottery?"
For real.
And kind of that way you have something to remind them. And I forgot who I got that tip from, but that was something like she finds out their goals so that if they're getting unmotivated on it, you can remind them like, hey, you still got kids, right? You ain't get rid of them. Can you tell me how? No, but so that's what I want to go over with them tonight is their long and short term goals, like for this month, and then like eventually what they want in the business. I want to go over their products, and then I want to do like how people sign up for the loyal customer program, because I think that's a lot. And
but y'all
kind of a
see,
little bit of posting on products if they don't have it yet.
Y'all see how she asked them what they wanted to cover on the training. She's not just shoving stuff down their throat. This is what the majority asked for, was like product training. They're struggling with the loyal customer program. So she's not just saying, y'all jump on this because like y'all have to, and y'all have to learn this and you have to know that. She asked, I'm pretty sure you asked them, like, would y'all want to do another training tonight, and what do y'all want to cover? You know what I mean? Just to see like what the majority of them want to go over. Go ahead.
And I have told them also, because I think Krista posted in the group earlier where I think like Kimmy was doing a training or Pam or somebody was doing something, and one of my girls was like, dang, did I miss it, or is this a Zoom or something? And so like I texted her individually and I was like, hey boo, I don't want you to think like I'm not letting you know about stuff, but like us as a company, like we're all just one team, and as a family, like do tons and tons of training. There's tons of training on YouTube. There might be like a leader doing something that I don't know about yet. So this works around your life. Get on something if you can. There's tons of information, but don't feel like you're obligated that you can't do anything else because you're getting on so many trainings. If you need help, I'm here. If they're there, get on them. I'm going to tell you individually about all of the ones that we have, like in my team, and like the ones that we have in the Team Inspire. But like, I let them know that there's tons of training out there, but I am available one-on-one. I just, like she said, like just try to make a friendship with them. If it's not someone that you have a friendship with, then it's, you don't click. But I don't know. I think it's just learn as we go.
Yeah, it is what it is at this point. Like if God sent you 37 people and all you needed was 12 of them to run to hit your promotion, then what you gonna do? Be mad? No.
Why you worried then? You got your 12
right.
plus some.
Right. So yeah.
I think one of the biggest things with all of that is number one, don't overwhelm yourself, because if you're overwhelmed, your people are going to feel that. Your vibe's not going to be right. You're going to be stressed out talking to them. You're not going to be you're going to be in a mood. You're not going to be excited. So everything, like I know a lot of you all were having issues yesterday, and I just had to get in the leadership group. You all know I'm just going to be real and just tell you all how it is, because like for real, everybody was messaging us going crazy because and I get it, all these newbies are asking questions. So the biggest thing that you could do is do what Melissa's doing and hop on a quick Zoom with your people and just explain whatever they keep asking. One of the biggest questions is, how do we get paid? We got 10 minutes left. How do we get paid? How do we do this? How do we do that? That's simple things that you can say, hey, why don't you all just jump on a Zoom with me? Or how about you all do this? That way you can cover those things and none of you all are overwhelmed. So, like I said, if you're just imagine like if me and Kiana were in a mood and overwhelmed and you all kept coming to us and we just like acted the way that we wanted to act. Like that's how it's going to be with your team. You have to lead from the front. And if you got to be pumped. You got to be, feeling good. If you're not, then like I told, like Ashley, yesterday she was having a hard time because she has like 1 million new people and she's not used to that. She just signed up in March. So I was like, Kaylee, tell her to unplug. And I just did this to Kiana the other day too, which hers wasn't about business. But I was like, okay, unplug, watch a video, do some personal development, then come back. Like you just gotta, nothing has to be done right this second. If someone needs help with a customer or something assigned, then that, you can do that. But people needing to know when they get paid or what they get paid or whatever, that's not something they need to know right this second. It's not that serious. Right. So, like I said, just take it day by day. These people don't need to know everything, so don't feel like you got to teach them everything in one sitting. Keep everything simple. Like me and Kiana, we've done, 4 newbie trainings now, 2 lives and 2 Zooms. We've covered different things with the same things on everything. We're just keeping it simple, doing a little bit of repeating, and then talking about other stuff. We're not trying to drip everything on them in one night. So just don't get overwhelmed and just,
also, like Krista, like you always say, like you can't pour from an empty cup. So you have to start finding that balance right now. Like if you win Ambassador Diamond this month, what would change for you? You know what I mean? Like, would you be able to have like more time, like more of a someone to help with a babysitter, or would you, you know what I mean? Like, what would you be doing? Like, you have to treat this explosion that we just had as if you just went from like 0 to Ambassador real quick. Because that's basically like what we just did. You know what I mean? Like, we just went from 0 to just
diamond or whatever, yeah.
Right, real quick. So just like she said, unplug, or like in the morning for an hour, like if you like to run, or if you would rather go work at Panera because it makes you focus better, or, you know, like whatever it is, because you can't pour from an empty cup, and it will rub off on your newbies, and they're going to be able to tell. And like me, I've been talking to everybody like they're my best friends. Like I sent them all the mass text, and I'm getting so tired of texting. I was just voice messaging everybody back. Like, not even on Boxer. Usually I'm on Boxer, but I was just voice messaging everybody. I was like, hey, boo, sorry to just bring a voice message on you like this. I hope you can listen right now, but da-da-da-da-da to the answer of their question. And like I had a girl text me a few minutes ago, and she was like, are you free to do a one-on-one on Wednesday? And I was like, yeah. She was like, excuse my language, but I got to get this shit together. And I was like, well, let's do it then, boo. And I don't even know her. Like, I'm just being like, best friends with them pretty much, you know, like whatever they need, and whoever is coming to me for help, that's who I'm helping. Whoever's not coming to me, I'm just giving them the resources that they need. And what I was explaining too is we have to realize that these people did not plan on joining this week. So some people, I have people that are on vacation right now still, people who were picking up overtime at work this week. That's why they haven't gotten to it yet. They just haven't gotten to it yet because they didn't, you know, normally they're like, yeah, I'm going to join next Friday, because they know like next Friday is payday, and then that weekend they have the weekend off and whatever. No, we just threw this on them like on a Tuesday. So they, you know, might have been, like I said, picking up overtime this week or been on vacation this week. Like they have to get their lives situated to be able to get everything that we're throwing at them. And if we're throwing too much at them already, they're going to be like, you know what? I clearly don't have time for this. I'm just not going to do this. So that's why it's important to just kind of ease them into it, keep repeating the same things over and over. Like every time they screenshot me something about like a distributor, I'm like, I send the same thing every time. It doesn't change. I send the same thing that I sent you before. I send the same thing. And they're like, well, I'm confused. Where do I need to go? I'm trying to figure out what to post. Team Inspire post. Go in there. Like, I'm not going to switch it up and get you in the habit of me sending you posts all the time. They're like, I'm kind of confused. I don't know what I should be doing. Get your 4 customers, call your friends and family and tell them that you need them to place an order for you on your website. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm saying the same things to them over and over so that I'm not like giving new information on top of the old information that overwhelmed them and they didn't learn anyway. You know what I mean? Like, it's just about going with their pace, basically. Like, you're not going to have a whole team of 20, 30, 40 people who are all on the same page, checking your chats when you post, getting on Zooms when you do them, getting on the team stuff, or you know what I mean? Like, everybody's not going to be on the same page. You just have to work with everybody individually and let them know that that is a possibility. Like Melissa had said, we get on what you can get on. Like, and if you can't get on anything, what day are you free? Do you have 15 minutes, you know, tomorrow on Monday on a lunch break that we can talk? Then let's talk then. Like, you haven't gotten on any Zoom, you don't know anything, but I'll go talk to you for 15 minutes. You know, like, just get with them, like, however fits best for them, basically.
Yeah, we're probably about to get cut off. But, I mean, the biggest thing about this Zoom is just to tell you all, like, this is the time. There's no waiting around. There's no slacking. There's no nothing. You are going diamond this month. You are. Whether you believe it or not, I believe it. And it's going to happen. So you all have to believe it, and you have to believe that your team and your stuff is going to make it happen. You have to depend on yourself and just depend on your training skills and that you're training these people the right way. Do what you were taught. Be a freaking rock star. Like, Ashley, you're a rock star. Your people are going to be a rock star because that's what you attracted. So, Nikki, I'm already diamond. What you mean? Exactly. Y'all are already diamond. So that's the biggest thing. I just wanted you all to I just wanted us to pour into you all, give you ideas, know that we're here for you. I know that you probably have never done your own newbie trainings, and that's fine. Melissa hadn't either, but she jumped on. She knows her stuff. Y'all know your stuff. If you've listened to us a million times, you know your stuff. You're just scared to get it out there. You just got to. You got to position yourself as that leader and just run. I'm distracted by Evie. Like, I can't even focus. Like, but I just want you all to know that you are diamond. You are double. You are freaking triple. Just make it happen. Just go get them customers. Go teach your people to get them customers and just freaking run. Do what you're supposed to do. Post, message, follow up, add people, and that's what your people are going to do too. So that's pretty much all that I had for you all tonight. Anybody else want to ask anything, add anything?
We still got like 3 minutes.
Okay, I can't see it on my phone, so it don't tell me the time on my phone. Anybody else? Anything? Nope. Alrighty, well, happy Sunday. Get your post scheduled. Get your steps to success printed out. Get your goals wrote down. Y'all post your goals together. Yeah, get everything. Like, if you need some sleep, you might want to take an hour or two tonight because it's back on. Like, no more breaks. That's why I told DJ today. I was like, I've been going hard for over 2 weeks. Life has hit us. It's been freaking crazy. But I'm ready. I'm running. I'm ready to make this happen. Like I said, this is the month for me to go triple, maybe presidential. Next month, I'm going presidential for sure. Like, it's happening. It's now. Time is now. We can't push this off. So if you are not ready to run, then your team needs to be watching us. But let's just kill it. I mean, like I told you all the other day, I told you all that he was going to do something and that we were going to be a top income earning team. Let's just do it. So I'm ready to take you all with me. We're going straight to the top. I want you all presidential. We're all going shopping. I'm buying you all Louis Vuittons. So let's just go.
Yes.
So, all right. Get in the group and tell us your goals. And we'll just go from there.
Krista, I don't want a Louis.
Huh?
I don't want a Louis.
Well, then pick something else.
Oh, well.
So we'll just
okay, I'm gonna
telling
put
y'all
this
when
cranky
you go
baby
diamond,
sleep.
when you go diamond, I'll be going triple and presidential, so I'm gonna spoil y'all. Y'all don't even have to go presidential to spoil you. If you want some gifts, then you better go diamond now. Like, just do it. Huh?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Last night, I'll stay up till like 4, and Carrie always gets up in the middle of the night to get him a drink or whatever. And he come in the living room, and he was like, "What are you doing?" He said, "I thought July 1st hit." You was like, "What's going on?" Like, I thought this was over July 1st. You staying up and stuff. I was like, "No, but it was just beginning." I said, I've done like 200 messages on Facebook and Instagram. I said, "I got a bunch of dates," and he was like, "Well, come to bed." I was like, "No, holler at me August 1st. I'll let you know where I'm at."
Right. And that's the thing. You all thought we were going hard trying to get these distributors. Now we got to do double the work and get double the customers. Like, if you thought you were going hard last week, it's time to go even harder this week. So, all right, y'all. Just put your goals in the group and let's run.
All right. Love you guys. Bye.
Love you.
Bye.